Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. As the trade deadline looms closer in Major League Baseball, teams scramble to make last-minute moves that could define their seasons. One such move recently made waves in the baseball community, as the Los Angeles Dodgers struck a deal with the Minnesota Twins involving relief pitcher Noah Davis. This transaction might seem like a minor shuffle at first glance, but the story behind Davis and the implications for both teams offer plenty of layers worth exploring. Noah Davis, a right-handed relief pitcher, has had a somewhat winding journey in professional baseball over the last few seasons. The Dodgers decided to part ways with him, sending him off to the Twins, a team currently competing in the American League Central Division. What makes this trade particularly interesting isn't the sheer star power involved, but rather the subtle dynamics of roster management, player development, and the hope of revival for a player who's faced significant challenges in the big leagues. On the Dodgers side, this trade was about making room and reallocating resources. The team received cash considerations in return, a move signaling that while Davis might not have been central to their current bullpen plans, they still saw value in facilitating his transition. Meanwhile, the Minnesota Twins now have an open spot on their 40-man roster, which they intend to fill with Davis, initially assigning him to their AAA affiliate in St. Paul. Davis's recent history has been a roller coaster. He was designated for assignment by the Dodgers just last week, which essentially means he was removed from the active roster to clear space. This is a critical moment in a player's career, as it often precedes either being outrighted to the minors, traded, or released. Luckily for Davis, the Twins stepped in to give him a fresh start, banking on his potential despite a tough run with the Dodgers. His offseason began with a minor league contract signed with the Boston Red Sox. However, before the season even kicked off, the Dodgers acquired him on opening day, giving him another chance to prove himself in a highly competitive environment. Early in the year, Davis spent time pitching in AAA with Oklahoma City, where he showed signs of stability and competence. His performance at that level earned him a promotion to the Dodgers' major league roster, an important milestone for any player looking to cement their place in the majors. During his stint in the big leagues this season, Davis appeared in 5 games and threw a total of 6 innings. Unfortunately, his numbers weren't what he or the team had hoped for. He ended up with an earned run average, ERA, of 19.50, a statistic that highlights the struggles he faced on the shielded mound. This figure was heavily influenced by one particularly difficult outing against the Houston Astros on the 4th of July. In that game, Davis was hit hard, surrendering 10 runs on 6 hits and 3 walks in a single appearance. It was a lopsided game that left a mark on his overall statistics and confidence. Dodgers infielder Max Muncy commented on the performance, suggesting that the Astros seemed to have a read on Davis's pitching, as if they knew exactly what was coming. Such moments can be tough for any pitcher, especially those still trying to find their footing in the majors. Despite these struggles, Davis's time in AAA this season paints a more hopeful picture. Over 32 innings at that level, he posted a much more respectable ERA of 3.94. This contrast suggests that while he has yet to fully adapt to the major league environment, the Twins see potential in his ability to bounce back and develop further with the right coaching and opportunities. Before his stint with the Dodgers, Davis also pitched for the Colorado Rockies. Playing in Colorado is notoriously challenging for pitchers, as Coors Field is known for its hitter-friendly conditions due to the high altitude and thin air. This environment often inflates pitching statistics negatively, and Davis's numbers suffered as a result. It's worth noting that many pitchers who perform adequately elsewhere can struggle to maintain consistency there, so his prior struggles with the Rockies aren't necessarily an indicator of his true talent level. Now, as Davis embarks on this new chapter with the Minnesota Twins organization, there's a blend of cautious optimism and realism. The Twins are taking a chance, hoping that their coaching staff and player development system can help Davis regain his form. His solid track record in AAA shows that he has the skills, but the key will be translating that success to the major leagues consistently. From a broader perspective, this trade is a glimpse into the complex chess game that front offices play during the trade deadline period. It's rarely just about blockbuster moves or star players. Often, it's about identifying talent that others may have overlooked or giving players a second chance in a different environment. For Davis, this opportunity with the Twins could be the turning point he needs to solidify his career in the majors. Meanwhile, the Dodgers continue to tweak their roster as they push forward with their championship aspirations. Moving Davis was likely part of a larger strategy to balance their bullpen and create space for other pitchers who might better fit their current needs. Cash considerations might seem like a minor return, but every piece plays a role in how teams manage their financial and roster flexibility throughout a grueling baseball season. In the end, Noah Davis's journey highlights the unpredictable and often brutal nature of professional sports. Success can be fleeting, and players must constantly adapt, improve, and overcome setbacks to stay at the top level. His story resonates with many athletes who find themselves on the fringes of the major leagues, fighting for opportunities and striving to prove their worth. As fans, it's easy to focus on the stars and headline trades, but stories like Davis's remind us of the depth and nuance behind every roster move. It's about the human element, the hopes, the struggles, and the persistence required to make it in one of the most competitive sports leagues in the world. The Minnesota Twins and Noah Davis now have the chance to write the next chapter together, and it will be fascinating to see how this new partnership unfolds in the months ahead. Looking deeper into Noah Davis's career, it's clear that his path through professional baseball has been anything but straightforward. Like many pitchers who aren't immediate stars, his journey has been marked by moments of promise and periods of challenge. The grind of climbing through the minor leagues, adjusting to different teams, coaching styles, and the pressures of the majors all shape a player's development in unique ways. Davis's experience is a prime example of how perseverance and adaptation play crucial roles in a player's ability to succeed at the highest level. From his early days, Davis showed potential that attracted attention. His pitching arsenal includes a fastball that can reach solid velocity, a breaking ball with decent movement, and a developing changeup aimed at keeping hitters off balance. However, raw tools alone don't guarantee success in the major leagues, where hitters are quick to adjust and exploit any hint of predictability. This fact was perhaps highlighted during that tough outing against the Houston Astros, where the opposition seemed to anticipate Davis's pitches effectively. It's a harsh reminder that major league hitters study every detail, and pitchers must constantly refine their approach. The minor leagues have historically been a testing ground for players like Davis, offering a chance to hone skills without the intense spotlight of the big leagues. In AAA Oklahoma City, Davis managed to showcase a level of consistency that suggests he can compete at a high level. Posting an earned run average under 4 across 32 innings is nothing to dismiss, especially considering the pressure that comes with trying to earn a permanent spot in the majors. For the Twins, this data is likely encouraging, as it hints at the potential for Davis to contribute effectively once he adjusts to his new environment. It's also important to consider the psychological aspect of a player's transition from one team to another. Changing organizations can bring fresh opportunities, but also requires adjustments to new teammates, coaching philosophies, and even living conditions. For a player like Davis, who has already experienced several changes, in a short period, this trade to the Twins could serve as a reset button. A supportive coaching staff that believes in his abilities combined with the right mental approach can make a significant difference in a player's trajectory. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Breaking news from Major League Baseball has set off a storm of speculation. The Dodgers could be facing a major setback after reportedly having 7 victories stripped from their record. While the league has not yet officially confirmed the term punishment, insiders suggest this unprecedented move could shake up the standings and ignite intense debate across the baseball world. Rumors began circulating after anonymous sources hinted that the Dodgers might have breached MLB's strict rules, potentially involving violations related to player eligibility or undisclosed infractions. If these whispers prove true, the consequences could be severe, not only tarnishing the team's reputation, but also drastically affecting their playoff chances this season. Fans and analysts alike are already buzzing about the implications. Stroud 1. Dodgers, long considered a powerhouse with a strong roster and championship aspirations, could see their momentum stall at a critical point. Stripping 7 wins would be a significant blow, essentially erasing a substantial portion of their hard-fought success and forcing the organization to rethink its strategy moving forward. This development also raises questions about MLB's enforcement policies. Is this an isolated incident, or could other teams be at risk if investigations deepen? The league's willingness to impose such a harsh penalty hints at a zero-tolerance approach, possibly sending a message that no team is above the rules. Players and coaches remain tight-lipped, fueling speculation that internal turmoil might be brewing within the Dodgers camp. Could this penalty lead to roster changes or even affect management decisions? The timing couldn't be worse for a team eager to maintain its dominance and contend for a World Series title. While official statements from MLB and the Dodgers are still pending, the rumor mill is in full swing. Social media platforms are flooded with fan reactions ranging from disbelief to outrage, and rival teams are undoubtedly watching closely, sensing a potential opportunity to capitalize on the Dodgers' misfortune. In the coming days, all eyes will be on the league and the Dodgers organization for confirmation and clarity. Until then, the baseball community is left to wonder, how did such a dramatic penalty come about? And what does it mean for the rest of the MLB season? This developing story promises to be one of the most talked about controversies in recent baseball history. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.